world is regulated by spirits. And as we go further tonight, we will see it, that systems and nations are regulated by spirits. If spirits are withdrawn, men will lack the intelligence to run systems. Men were created to depend on spirits in order to carry out their engagements. Our wisdom is tied to the spirit we are connected to. Everything you read in a book were precipitates of spiritual knowledge that came from spirit beings. They only documented them. It is not a man that walketh to order his steps. Man was not created with that level of intelligence to dictate the outcome of his destiny. He will always depend on spirit to show him what he should do. Because spirits are the actual actors in existence. We are only here to give expression to their will and to their dictates. That is why the summary of a man's life is the degree to which he gives expression to the will of God. The summary of a man's life is not how much he has or how old he lived. The summary of a man's life is the degree to which he stewarded the will of God in the time of his existence. And so God created us as priests from Genesis through to the life of Abraham until the children of Israel went into captivity. And in Exodus 19 verse 4 to 6, God showed up and began to speak to Moses. And he said, see how by a mighty hand I delivered you from Egypt. He said, I didn't deliver you just to show my power. I don't need to show my power. All things were created by me. The first introduction of God is Almighty. He was first of all revealed as the possessor of all powers. So God is not trying to show anybody that is powerful. In him we live, in him we move, and in him we have our being. The reason I took you out of Egypt was because I had an agenda. The agenda I have is to create a kingdom of priests and kings. And so I want you to teach the children of Israel laws, ordinances, charges, all that comes from me, so that they will know how to become priests and kings. And then you think that's an Old Testament phenomenon until Peter showed up in 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, and he said, you are a chosen generation, you are a royal priesthood. That means without priesthood we can never have a relationship with God. The weight of our relationship with God is tied to the depth of our priesthood. And so when you find two believers walking, the degree to which they can mirror God's purpose is the depth of their priesthood. It's not just because they are born again. The reason one believer speaks and God acts, and another speaks and it looks like God is asleep, is because of their priesthood. When your priesthood is awakened, the operations of God in your life will be awakened as well. He said God is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you can ask or think, according to the power at work on your inside. There is a technology that awakens that power. That technology is called priesthood. And so all through scripture you will discover that one agenda God had in his heart